Hi everyone, my name is Kate Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. We are continuing to explore Valentine cards today. It is the season and we are going to use the Sealed with Love bundle. That includes the stamp set called Sealed with Love, and it also includes the coordinating framelits called Love Notes. And this is the card we're going to create. One of the things I love about this set of framelits is that we have two arrows. And you know, that means we can run them through the Big Shot machine both at the same time. So that always saves a step, and something I love that they did with this particular bundle. And this is such a neat card because the top part of the card is actually 1 inch shorter than the bottom part of the card. So when you open it up, you can see that the bottom part of the inside card shows through on the front. And then of course, opening it up reveals your sentiment on the inside. And I also really adore this designer series paper. As you know, it's a 6x6 paper stack called Sending Love. And I've certainly talked about this top one, but there's another paper in here that I love. And it's all these different love words in different languages. And so just a neat, neat paper pack. So the other thing that we're going to use to recreate this card is our hearts framelits. These are the Sweet and Sassy set that we have in our annual catalog, and these have come in real handy with Valentine's just around the corner. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to need is a piece of real red cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 10 inches, and then I've gone ahead and scored it at 5 1/2. So we're going to take a bone folder here, just press along this crease line, and we are ready to go with our next step. I'm going to leave the inside panel this time. A lot of times I do the inside panel first, but today I'm going to do the outside panel first. So we're going to start with a piece of basic black. This is cut at 4 by 4 1/4. And then I went ahead and I already ran this through the Big Shot machine using the 7th largest heart from the heart framelits. And I did use the straight edge heart, as you can see. So the 7th largest heart in the heart framelit set to create this. Then the next step is to go ahead and run that piece of paper through the Big Shot machine again with your arrows. And so what I did is I took one of the arrows and I have it peeking up to the right, and then the other arrow is down here on the left. And then to hold them in place, because these are long, skinny framelits, they will kind of jump around on your magnetic platform. So I just took a couple of pieces of washi tape and just press that down. Now I wouldn't run the washi tape through the Big Shot machine with it onto paper, because the pressure of the Big Shot machine is such that you might end up having this adhere a little too well to your paper. But if you're just doing it right on top of your cut plate, you should be fine. And so here we go. I'm just going to remove these. You can see how easy that came up from the plate. And there we have our heart with the arrow going through it. I just love that. So we can go ahead now and put this on with some multi-purpose liquid glue. So we're just going to make a little bit of a line all the way around, and that will be enough to hold this in place. So we're just going to flip it over and just center this in so all of our borders are nice and even. And the next thing we need to do is fill this heart. So again, using the 7th largest heart in our hearts framelits, I went ahead and I stacked 4 pieces of designer series paper. And what I did is I just took the 6x6 paper and cut it into 4 directly in half. So each piece is a 3-inch square. And then I just stacked it up and I ran it through the Big Shot machine, and that will cut out 4 of these hearts all at the same time. So you have enough here to make 4 cards. Now it looks like the bottom one, nope, the bottom one came out good too. Sometimes the bottom one sticks just because it's such a big layer. So let me get all this scrap out of the way. And what we can do now is just take this heart and we're going to put that right onto our card. So again, I'm just going to use a little multi-purpose liquid glue on the back side, and we can set this right into the front of our heart. Just wiggle it right into place. You'll feel it go right in where it needs to go, because this will be a perfect fit since you use the same size heart framelit. And so that is the front of our card completed almost, except we're going to decorate it with a couple of glimmer hearts. Now the glimmer hearts that I used the Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper, and I took the very smallest heart from the Love Notes framelits and the very smallest heart right here from our Sweet and Sassy set. And again, I used the straight edge heart. I put these little glimmer hearts onto dimensionals, and all I have to do now is peel away this dimensional. We're going to set the big one right here on the edge of the big heart, and then we'll take the little smaller glimmer heart and set this down right here. And so that is the front of our heart panel. And now let's do the inside. So to do the inside, we need a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Whisper White, and I did go ahead and stamp the sentiment in here. And now I'm going to stamp the cute little border that runs along the bottom. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Mat, and I'm inking up those little decorated hearts with real red. Now just start in the middle. So we'll just put a little press here, and we have a little set of hearts in the middle. Then I'll go to the right, and then I'll go to the left. And it's okay to overlap. That looks just fine. If you don't want them to overlap, just go ahead and stamp off. So now we'll take this and we'll use a little bit of snail on the back, and then we'll just set this right here onto the inside panel of our card. Give that a little press and our card is complete. So here is the front of our card and the inside of the card, and I think it just looks awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Here's the card I just made, and here is the card I had done in advance. Have a wonderful day, and just be aware that right now through March 31st of 2017, it is our celebration time. So for every $50 order on your increments, you get a free item in our celebration catalog. Please visit my blog at www.stamping2share, where I have links and pictures of the products that we use in today's project. Have a great day. Bye-bye.